Hey folks, X here again, my another 13 Slays of Halloween, and my tonight's entry is about Wyrmwood. One knows recommended me, like, really, first day I posted my entries for 13 Slays for this year. I was like asking what about, and first person asked me, like, oh, why don't I try Wyrmwood? I'm like, the poster they posted, Mad Max meets zombies. Okay, he got me there. And when I watched the film, it kind of reminded me more of. I mean, there was a Mad Max quality of zombies, but it reminded me more of Peter Jackson. I mean, there's a little maniacness to it all, especially the camera angles. They had a very more Jackson-esque thing than for George Miller's stuff, which is kind of curious. But I guess given, I don't know, I was just curious. It reminded me of. Uh, but it also reminded me of Doomsday. What was that movie? What was the year was that movie? Was it 2008, 2007? Was it 2009? It was one of those years. It had Bob Hoskins in it, and the girl who played Laura Croft, and she was in the Underworld movie, the prequel movie. Damn it, I forgot her name. It was forgettable for the most part. It really reminded me of that. I mean, a little more or less budgeted one, but it did remind me of that. But this movie, of all the Mad Max movies, would probably remind me of The Road Warrior in a way. It had that same feel to it, probably because of the same budget by now. But it was different than the usual zombie type thing I'm used to seeing. I mean, these zombies had a, I don't know, kind of sounded like a raptor screech to it. Yeah, let's say raptor screech. Raptor screech, yeah, that to it. They're typical the usual zombie fare. Plus, it was all about blood work and stuff, which was curious because it's not the usual, oh, one bite in your thing. It's more about the blood. So that was a curious thing and make it a little different. But it was enjoyable up until the last act, and basically it fell apart for me a little bit. I mean, it felt like it just ran out of gas. Ironically enough, when it got to that final act, it was like, we got a final act to do. Okay, let's do this. Okay, good idea. So yeah, the act was a little weak for me. I did enjoy the act. Um, some of the characters in this were pretty decent. I mean, they have very Mad Max style, a little too much at times. And also some of the villains too had a little bit of the Road Warrior type of thing to it. Uh, it was decent. I'll admit, it was decent though. I mean, I kind of enjoyed Silver Bullet more. Maybe it's because era more of that than this. Is more modern, more cheaper ways to do things. But this was decent. I'll admit it was a decent ride. I mean, I didn't have any really expectations for this, but it was it was amusing. If for more modern zombie stuff, I'd probably still enjoy Dead Snow 2 than this. So yeah, that's my preference for zombie movies or modern ways. Is that, I mean, this was decently thing, but it didn't hit that. Just something felt off in this movie for me. The zombies. I mean, sure, the zombies in Dead Snow 2 are freaking different than the usual ones too, but they may have. I mean, the rules of. I was two movies into that one, so this one's making its own thing. I mean, it was decent. It was nice. I'm just curious to see what these filmmakers do for a bigger budget now, because they wrote online that they're gonna do a possible sequel to this. Well, maybe this will be like the original Mad Max, where that basically the budget spent mostly near the end of the movie compared to the beginning half of the movie, and it's a totally different type of film than, like, say, the sequels, because that movie had not much of budget at all, and it was bare grit. And yeah, I can kind of see more now when I think about how this movie was more like the original Mad Max than, say, the Road Warrior. I mean, there are bits of Road Warrior to this, but this is more in kind of Mad Max, I would say. Yeah, definitely. Now that I think about it more. I mean, just the way. Yeah. Now it's making me reconsider what I'm thinking about this movie, because now I'm thinking about it. It's like, well, it's did what it could. budget it made, I mean, you can't fault it for that. I mean, that's why Mad Max was a great film. It did what it could. So yeah, Wyrmwood is pretty decent. I mean, if you're just looking for a kick, just for something actiony, but you're also looking for some horror elements to it, this is a good hour and a half to kill time with. Maybe watch it while you're with your friends and drinking and what the hell. That's probably what the best to recommend this for. This is something that to enjoy with friends because it's just kind of fucked up thing that you probably would friends would enjoy just laughing at or just taking it in the moment to enjoy it all. So yeah, this was decent. I just wish it's again it's that last act still kind of feels off to me, but I guess I don't know. It just felt off. I feel disappointed a little bit after that. So yeah. Anyway, here's my review for that. Tomorrow is God. Why am I blanking again? Oh, please don't tell me it's the movie I'm not looking forward to. I think I got a bad feeling it's the movie I'm not looking forward to. If it's Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, I'm gonna. I'm not looking forward to doing that one. Even though zombie boobs aside, I do not think this is going to be a good film. I'm terrified for this. I feel I'm going to be drinking like hell. I guess we'll find out tomorrow when I review this. So, yeah. Wyrmwood again, really good movie. I won't say really good, but it was really entertaining to the point. So, it's just fluff. It's just something one and done. I'm not going to buy this film. I enjoyed it. It served its purpose for basically on while I was watching it. So, yeah. I'll say that. This is just a fun one and done movie to watch. It's not going to wear out its welcome, but yeah, it's not too good, but it's not too bad. It's not bad. It's just like in between. So yeah, there's my review of Wyrmwood, and see you again for another installment, folks. Toodles.